Hi, Tricia Johnson here, your Director of Events for Washington Multifamily Housing Association. And we are so excited to tell you that nominations for Emerald Awards are officially open. We're super excited to look forward to our event on March 5th, 2021 to celebrate the best of our apartment industry. And we know over this past year, there's going to be a lot of rising stars that come to the top for you to nominate. So today what we wanted to do is talk to you a little bit about the change in platform that we're using for you to submit your nominations. And so we'll be walking you through the nomination site, making sure that you have a good understanding of how it works, and we hope that you'll have a great experience. So if you have any questions, when you go to navigate and place your nominations, just hit up one of us at the association and we'll be happy to help you out. But hopefully today's tutorial will give you a better insight on how the system is going to work as a whole. Okay, to place a nomination, you'll start at the WMFHA website. You'll go to the Events tab to Emerald Awards and click on that. And then you'll scroll down and you'll see two green boxes. The second one is the nominations guide. That lists all of the categories that you can nominate for. It's a booklet that tells you the important dates leading up to the event, when judging is going to occur, who can be nominated, how you're nominated, how the judging is done, etc. And then it also has each of the categories that which you can nominate. So that's what that nominations guide is. To start a nomination, you'll click Nominate Here. And the thing to know about this platform is this lives outside of our normal WMFHA website. So the first thing that you'll need to do is to create a login for it. This is not your WMFHA login. This is a new login. But on this first page, if you scroll down, a couple important things. One, you'll see the deadline for submissions is Friday, September 4th by 5 o'clock. Anything highlighted in green is a downloadable document. So award descriptions you can click on and it will download the list of all of the different categories that you can place an award nomination for, the nominator questionnaire and the nominee questionnaire. So both of these are, if you want to see what the questions are that you're going to be answering previous to actually placing a nomination, you certainly can do that. So we're going to talk about how a nominator goes about placing a nomination today. But once you've let the person know that they've been nominated for an award, they can certainly download the nominee questionnaire, or you can do it for them. And they can start thinking about the answers to their questions long before the deadline for submissions and when they'll get the email from us letting them know to fill out their questionnaire. Again, the dates are here so that you can see when shopping is going to happen, when finalists will be announced, etc. But you'll just scroll down once you're logged in and click the Get Started button. And on the left-hand side, you'll see your status bar that kind of lets you know where you are with all of your nominations, how many are in process, how many are incomplete, which means you've started it but not finished it, etc. So that'll stay on the left-hand side. So here you can either click to begin a new submission, or if you have one that's in process that you've not completed, you can click to go in and review a previous one. So this shows you the ones that are in progress. So I've started one for Katrina, but I've not submitted it yet, so I can get in and edit this one if I'd like. And it'll just bring up what I've already done so far. This is where you'll answer the questions. There's 3 questions for a nominator that are each worth 5 points for a total score of 15 points for the nominator portion. Once you're finished answering the questions to your liking, you'll want to again put in the name and the email of the person that's being nominated, and this is where we will send the link to the questionnaire that they will fill out as an Emerald Award nominee. And then you'll just hit Save and Next. This is the regional's name and email. That's letting us know that your regional is aware that you're submitting this nomination. Once it's submitted, you are going to be billed for it. So that's why you'll check those 2 boxes. And then when you're finished, you'll just hit Save and Finalize. It's going to say Once you've submitted this, you cannot go back. You can save and edit it as many times as you want, but once you save and submit or save and finalize, you cannot go back and edit it. Okay, so you can also add collaborators. That's new on this system. If you've got somebody else that you would like to have take a look at a nomination, you can certainly add a collaborator's name here. They'll get an email saying that they've been asked to collaborate on this nomination. It gives them the opportunity to go in and edit the nomination, maybe the questionnaire, add their input, review it on your behalf. And so that's just a nice new feature to have more than one person kind of contribute to a nomination. However, just know that the system will only let one of the two people in at a time. So if somebody else is in it, it'll tell you that somebody else is already in that nomination, and they'll ask you if you want to switch it to you to be the point of contact. So let's just go back to create a brand new nomination so we can show you what the system looks like. So again, get started here. Click here to begin a new submission. And then the first thing you'll do is select the category. So here we have all of the various categories that are available for nominations. We'll go ahead and do a maintenance supervisor. So the next field is which category, so member by unit count. So you'll select how many units their property is. It tells you what the cost is, and then you'll enter in the nominee's name here. Now, please keep in mind, we pull things for the certificates, for the advertisements, for the awards themselves, strictly off of what you've put in here for nominee. So please make sure you've spelled the person's name correctly, you've done capitals where it should be, etc., because we'll be pulling that information from here. You'll enter in how many units that property has and whether or not that property is a WMFHA member. Remember, just because your management company is a member does not mean that all properties are members. The fields that have asterisks next to them are required fields. So the nominee work address obviously is the property address. So here, if you try to save before you've not entered all the information that is required, you'll get a notice here and they'll highlight the boxes that need to be filled in. So just make sure that you're doing all of the steps of the required fields. Now, work phone number, and then we also require the cell number. This is mainly for myself or the shopper to contact you if we're having difficulty reaching you. And that's mainly for the scheduled shops, for like in this category, maintenance category is not a secret shop. So we do not give that out without your permission, but it's just another opportunity for us to be able to get a hold of you if we need to. So once you've completed that page, you'll click Save and Next. And then you'll answer the 3 questions for this individual. So remember, it's important to paint a story, to give examples of why this person is being nominated. You can put as much detail in here as possible. The judges only know about this person what you're choosing to write on this submission, so you want to make it as thorough as possible, and also remembering that it is scored and part of the overall score for the nominee. Another thing that we recommend is potentially answering these questions in like a Word document or something ahead of time. That way you can run spell check and grammar check, and then you can certainly just copy and paste it into this submission. Okay, once you've answered the questions, again, save and next. And then this is where you'll again put the name of the nominee and their email. And this is the email address that we will send their nominee questionnaire to. So again, very important to make sure that you're sending it to the right email address for them. So the nominees will not receive their declaration questionnaires until once nominations have closed. So as soon as you submit this nomination does not mean that they're going to get their email telling them that they've been nominated and to fill out their nominee questionnaire. Those will all get sent after September 4th. But again, you're more than welcome to download the Emerald nominee questions and send those to your nominees and have them be thinking about now how they might answer the questions that are here. So these are the nominee questionnaires by category. So you're welcome to share this with your nominees and they can start considering their answers to these questions and even drafting them. And then after September 4th, when they receive the congratulations email that they've been nominated from the association, they can simply copy and paste their answers into that form. This is where you'll enter the regional manager's name. This is the person that is aware that this nomination is being created and they have authorized WMFHA to bill you. So you'll put in their name, email and phone number, check the box that they're aware of this nomination, check the second box that says, I understand that by submitting this, we'll be charged for it. And then when you're completely fine with the nomination, ready to send, go ahead and hit save and finalize. This pop-up will occur that just reminds you that once you submit, there's no going back. So you can either cancel it and just save it and review, or you can send it. So once you do send it, an email will go to the nominator, a confirmation email that says, congratulations, thank you for submitting a nomination. And then we'll be honoring the best of the best on March 5th. And then there's a link to submit additional nominations if you'd like. So as a nominator, you'll have this portal here that'll show you the nominations that you have submitted so that you can easily keep track to make sure, especially if you have one admin that is going to be submitting all the nominations for your organization, it's easy for them to see who they have already submitted and who hasn't been. Shows them which ones are complete, which ones are incomplete. And then where it says pending nominee declaration, that means that the nominee has not filled out their questionnaire yet, which, should be the same number as your nominees until after September 4th. So you'll be able to see which of your nominees have actually gone in and completed their questionnaire, as will we at the association to send reminders. So we hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and it has given you some insight on how you should be submitting your nominations. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email one of us at the association. We are certainly willing to help you. Good luck with your nominations. We're looking forward to see who will shine this year for Emerald Awards 2021.